So we had a mouse in S.i.B.i.G, and then one of the most traumatic things happened to me right afterwards. It is beautiful here. We're so far off of the road that there is no road noise. The only thing is this organic white noise machine behind me.
We're here at Halama Beach County Park. We just pulled up. This is a Santa Barbara County Park. It's gorgeous here, and someone up above must really be looking out for us because we got super lucky today. We left last night. We were in another Santa Barbara County Park, and that huge storm came through. We were actually already supposed to be gone, but we ended up staying an extra night because the atmospheric river came through and just dumped so much water, and so there was just like downed tree branches and flooding and all this stuff. So we stayed there an extra night, came here a day late, the day after the storm, and we actually got really lucky because the roads were closed. This park was supposed to be closed, but we called, we looked on the website, we didn't see anything, so we didn't know. So we got here and the guy was like, sorry, we're closed. But since we had a reservation, he was willing to make an exception for us, so that happened. We've had a couple of big wins today, feeling pretty good, and now, even though it's a bit cloudy today, we are exploring this beach and gonna go see what kind of cool stuff we can find.
There is no power at this campsite. So power has gone out and they're working with the power company to get things back up. Our batteries are fully charged. Our propane tanks are full. Our gas tank is full. We have our portable battery fully charged, and we can use our generator if we need to. In addition, we have an external solar panel that we can throw out. It does not need direct sunlight. It just needs some daylight to trickle charge even more than the 100-watt solar panel we have on I'm gonna call it our ceiling, on our roof. So energy-wise, we should be good. Power should be back on at some point. We're here for a few days. I can't wait to show everyone what this looks like once the sun's out. We had some sunlight a bit earlier, and then the clouds rolled back in because it is going to be raining in a majority of the area. It's not as bad as it was yesterday. As you can see, a little bit of sun with a patch of rain all along this crest right here. So we'll see what happens. This place is nice though. There's a store here. There are no other campers. Either the campers left that were here, or there's no other campers on our level. There actually are maybe about 5 or 6 RVs here, but on the level that we're on, there's no one. And then there is a beach level, which we don't want to be on the beach. I think we might be too heavy to be directly on the beach. But we're gonna hunker down and see what happens. I've never said hunker down before. RVLife is changing me. Good afternoon, and we are live from Halama Beach. We got here when I was gonna call it snow. We got here when the rain was coming down. The park was closed. They weren't letting anyone in. They were turning everyone away. We told you all of that. We got in off of a blessing because we had already booked, and the guy who worked at the campsite was really nice to us. He ended up stopping by and we chatted it up for a bit. So shout out to him. We've been here for about 2 days now, and when I tell you now that the clouds are gone, woof, this place is crazy. So I mean, we've been spending our days walking on the beach. There's a hill that leads up to S.i.B.i.G, which is back up there. Can you see him? Yeah, you can. Okay, today I got in a great workout. Legs and hills. So I would do, you know, some squats, some lunges. I got the kettlebells out, so I was doing some swings, some jump rope for cardio, and then I would run this hill and then run back up, get back into it. It was great. for the first time working out outside of Planet Fitness, and it didn't feel like a chore. And I mean, sometimes it doesn't, but today it really felt like I had space to get busy because it's still no one else here. There are people showing up, there are new campers, but they're not coming up to where we are. It has been really nice to fall asleep to the sounds of the ocean. It gets pitch black out here, so you can't really see anything, but every now and then you'll hear like a monstrous wave crash. Right now, I'm on my way to the store. Unlike most campsites that we stayed at, except for like KOAs, most county parks have like maybe a small setup where the ranger stand has, excuse me, the ranger stand has products that they sell. This campsite has a whole store, and I called today and the store's open, and I think they sell food. So if they do, I'm gonna get me lunch, I'm gonna get JJ lunch, and then I'm probably gonna buy something I don't need because you know the vibe. This looks pretty good. Chicken sandwich and a burger. We were looking at seals offshore last night. There should be some seals on the beach that we run into that we're not supposed to interact with.
This is dope.
No.
This is F word dope. We're this whole beach all to ourselves.
It's pretty good out here. Tried to sleep with the windows open last night. The rain kept coming in and out, but once it's sunny, I think we can sleep with the windows open and just listen to the roar of the ocean. Top campsite we've been to so far. Good morning. Up early because we're leaving this campsite. Also, I slept pretty well except for in the middle of the night, someone caught a mouse.
It wasn't me.
Was it you?
It was this guy.
It was pretty epic. You did it.
This is the lid to the sink, and often we store it in this little crack right here when we're not using it, and it slid kind of behind the slide, and there's like a little lip that it went behind, so we had to get it out to make sure it didn't jam, because if it kind of went sideways in there, then it would mean the slide can't go out and we'd never be able to get it out. So got it out with the broom, baby.
Victory is ours. We were here by ourselves. It is starting to really fill up now. Halama Beach has been great, but we're going to something that isn't as secluded. We're going to Morro Bay Campground, and Morro Bay is famous for the Morro Rock, which sticks out of the ocean and is volcanic. The end, too far gone. Okay, so we had a mouse in the RV. I heard a loud thump while I was asleep, and I woke up to Waffle's ears straight back, tail straight up, and I'm looking at him like, I wonder what he's doing. Maybe he has the zoomies. It's almost the morning, so he's like ready for food, and he's staring intensely at this towel that we had on the floor. And then I see him swat at the towel, and as he swats, this little brown and white dot jumps out of the towel and starts to dart. And as soon as it hit the ground and got ready to dart, he was on it, and he like pounced on it, and I watched him bite down, and I was like, whoa, I did not know he had it in him. I mean, I knew he had it in him, but I did not know he had it in him. He takes a step back and he releases, and that brown and white dot darts towards the front of the RV. He chases it, gets it one more time, and then it is out. Whatever crevice it climbed out of, it hit it again, and he just sat there on watch for like the next 45 minutes, making sure nothing came out. I was shocked. And then came back and got into protective mode and laid on top of JJ. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. So I've tried to mouse proof the actual RV, the front cab, and there are gaps everywhere under the seats. There are holes that lead straight to the outside. We've been parked in the same place for days, so I can see how it happened. We have some peppermint spray. I kind of tried to insulate it, and I mean, it doesn't work because the size of a pinhead in your seal, your RV, anything, a mouse can get through pretty much like any tiny hole. So it got in there, and he effed around and found out. I don't think this is the first time, based on his actions and based on how he tore up the carpet and all of the other things. I don't think this is his first time chasing a mouse out. I know for a fact it probably isn't, because I've watched him when we were in Arches National Park get busy. So shout out to the homie. Let's make sure he keeps his claws sharp and his fangs strong. I woke up and gave him the biggest treat that I possibly could find in the RV as a way of like looking out for us. And then in all of my months of RVing, something happened to me that has never happened before, and it might have traumatized me just a little bit. Now, trigger warning, this story is going to be gross. So at this campsite, there is construction right now on the restrooms. So there are no available restrooms for the campers. There are porta potties and showers. So we've been using the bathroom completely in Steve RV because the porta potties also don't have lights, and it gets pitch black at this campsite at night. So this morning, we had to dump the tanks. I've been dumping the tanks regularly for the last 6+ months. So it was business as usual, pun intended. I connect the hose and I crawl under just a little bit just to make sure that connection to our tanks is secure. I'm twisting the hose and it feels like it is secure. So I go up and I pull the black tank valve first. As soon as I pull it, I have a clear elbow at the top of our valve so I can see the liquids coming out. As soon as I pull it, I see the liquids come out and I hear a crunch and then a splash. Now, almost as fast as Waffle's catching that mouse, I reach my hand in and slap the black tank valve back closed. But by this time, it is not too late, but it's a bit late. So I don't want to look down. I don't want to know what's happening next. And the smell hits me immediately. And I'm like, oh no. And like a crime scene, I'm standing there with my feet at the edge of S.i.B.i.G where our tanks connect, and I can see liquid running towards my feet, and I'm like, this is not good. And when I look under, you can only imagine what I saw, and I'm just like, this is, part of me wanted to run around and yell biohazard, biohazard, biohazard. I wanted to like have a flip down hazmat suit and be able to, like, I don't know. I reconnect the hose. I get out our black tank flush hose, and I secure it especially well this time, and I pull it again, and it runs well, and it dumps our tank. But now it's time for cleanup, and it all connects to the actual sewage. So now I'm cleaning the streets and pushing everything towards the, it was not good. It was not good. I can't unsee it. I can't unsmell it. I don't know what to do. Has anyone ever mistakenly didn't connect their hose well? Did anyone forget that their hose was connected? Did anyone's hoses break? Did anyone ever have spillage? Have you ever spilled? Is it traumatizing? How long does that last? Does it stick? Is it something that sticks in your memory forever? I feel like this is a learning moment to, like, I'm going to do everything in my possible power to make sure everything is secured to the best of its ability, because I never, ever, ever want to do that again. To make it worse, as I'm cleaning up, as I'm panicking, as I'm trying to dump, JJ sticks her head out of the window, and the window's only cracked. JJ sticks her head out of the window, and I didn't even know she was in the driver's seat at the time. She sticks her head out of the window, and she goes, "Smells like poop." And I'm just eyebrows up, running around like a cartoon character, and then she just goes back into the RV. Greetings, and I'm coming to you live from the future. Had to hop in on this video because guess what? Through your love, through your support, through your viewership, your team has now been monetized. We are, just trying to do a little something. We now have the ability to let you guys join memberships. We have different tiers of memberships. There is the farmer's market, there is the country store, and then, our favorite is at the end of the day. And you can also super like videos. Now, I'm not sure if any of you want to do that, and the option is yours. If you do, we appreciate it, and you know how we do. If you don't, we also still appreciate it. If you've gotten this far and you are watching this right now, thank you. Come back, subscribe, super like, join a membership, interact with us. You have the ability to do a bunch of crazy things with us. Come camping with us if you want to. Shoot, come on out. Because, at the end of the day,